Hey guys, walking through memory lane here. We're out in London. We went to Kid Rock yesterday in like Detroit and shit, and now we came to flea market to get meat, and I was just doing the old circuit. We used to live out here, so I thought it'd be fun just 'cause I was driving by. You see this tree up here on the right? If you go way back when in history on my YouTube, this would actually be my first video ever was shot with me parked next to this tree with my Eagle Talon all-wheel drive turbo. I pulled over right into here. I'm sure of it. It was backed in right here. So just for fun, I will do that. But then we're gonna turn around anyway. We're gonna go check out the old house. Most of you guys probably haven't seen my old videos, but we used to live in a farmhouse over by St. Mary's, Ontario. Anyway, so I just wanted to drive over here to see, and I'll compare the video myself. But anyway, let's continue along the way here. All right, good old Cherry Hill Road. This is where we used to live. Back in my earlier videos, you'll see me like snowmobiling and playing with my crappy quad and whatnot. That was all out here. We'll get up there and I'll show you. And our old landlord, he had the place next door. He owned a bunch of farmhouses though that he rented out. But basically that was like a shithole house, 120 years old, and we made a deal, 500 bucks a month for rent, and we would do work on the house to make it better. So we gutted the entire house, re-drywalled it, did, you know, a lot of work on the house anyway, replaced all the windows. So that was that. We loved it out here actually. We're country all the way. I hate living in the city. I wish we could come back out here. Unfortunately, money is hard to come by out in the middle of nowhere, unless you know, if you're born and raised out here, I guess, then you know, you've got connections or whatever. We lived out here for, I think, about 2 years, almost, not quite, almost 2 years, and just couldn't get it together enough to stick it out. Which really sucks, because, you know, if tomorrow somehow I got a really good job out here that pays what we make now, we would totally switch. I don't know how you guys leave in the comments if are you city folk or country folk, or would you rather be out here? I love it. I'm gonna throw my drone up shortly. The corn is high. We're gonna get some nice corn video going, and let's have a look. We're almost up at our place right here. I always loved when it was corn season, because every year they rotate. So if it's corn this year, it might be soy next year, and then winter wheat, and you never know what they're gonna do. But right up here on the right was my old landlord's place. He had a trucking company in the back there, and probably still does. And then up here, see the red barn, that was the one barn, and then we had another full barn with a silo that they came and they tore down, and then they lit the barn on fire. And then there's our old house right there. So if you watch the videos, it's really hard to see, but we really liked that house. It was an old crappy house, don't get me wrong. They got foam still at the windows and whatever, but they put a metal roof on finally. The landlord, he refused to fix a roof leak, unfortunately. So we ended up leaving him owing some rent, but the basement leaked and the roof leaked, and it wasn't ideal for certain things. But he was a nice guy, but just not the greatest at maintaining his property. And that roof was way too steep to jump up on with a ladder. Now let's go take a look in St. Mary's while we're out here, guys. This is where it's about 5 minutes away, and this is a little town that we used to go to for groceries and Tim's and stuff like that. And it's very few groceries though. We didn't have a lot of money there. We were craft dinner rich, I guess. I don't know. I worked up here making Intertech in St. Mary's, making automotive parts. But it was one of those things where, you know, you go to work and maybe work for a month and then laid off, and then back to work, and then I'd find work at, there's a place called Richardson Foods, and for them, I'd make, I worked in, I drove forklift anyway, and I was an order picker, so I'd just get a sheet and drive around on a forklift organizing stuff onto skids, and that was an okay job, but I was only there as a temp, and they would never hire full-time anymore, and blah blah blah, so that wasn't working out. But that's just a little info about me for you guys. I know I don't tell you too much about myself, but that's where we lived, and you know, maybe one day the future will bring us back. But we're kind of thinking on opening a thrift shop in the near future. An idea we've been toying with. So we may go ahead and do that, and just you know, hire somebody part-time to kind of run it. I work full-time. I can't sit in the store, but I'll be right back. We're gonna head into St. Mary's, and I'll show you guys some clips of St. Mary's. All right, St. Mary's, the town for living or something. The town worth living in. But anyways, it is a cute little town. It's a nice neighborhood, and I like the old stone buildings. The architecture is really cool. This church is pretty old, and they still do that, you know, when they need the fire department, they still sound an alarm. And it's pretty cool. I think we're gonna go, I'm gonna drive you with you guys here across the bridge up here and show you a waterfall, and then I'm gonna go park and see if I can find somewhere to zip my drone along the waterfall. Simple folk out here probably aren't really used to seeing drones flying around, but it's good for them. Get them with the times. All right. Another nice place to go is like through Stratford and Woodstock. They've got little towns too, and it's nice to visit there as well. So if you look to the right, there's the waterfalls, and I am gonna try to get some flying in there. So I'll insert a little clip here, but if I get a good enough footage, I'll make my own separate video for it. So stay tuned. Here comes your clip. Now we are in beautiful downtown St. Mary's. It's a nice little community. We really like it. I guess whatever. I'll just go right here, and we'll check out this way. If you like small towns, it's called Stone Town, and I'll show you why. A lot of old stone buildings. This is where St. Mary's Cement comes from. Some of you may know St. Mary's Cement. You'll see their trucks going by all across Canada anyway. I'm not sure about anywhere else, but what I'll do is I'll come up here, and then I'll do a turnaround, and I'll show you guys the other way, because there's some nice buildings. I'll be right back. Alright guys, that pretty well is going to wrap it up for beautiful St. Mary's and a little memory lane here. It's nice getting back to see the town, and we bought a Lotto 649, so if that pays off, we'll come and we'll build a nice mansion out here, and have all kinds of awesome dirt biking and snowmobiling videos to do again. But thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you'll consider giving me a like and subscribing if you haven't. My channel is one of those ones where you never know what you're gonna get. It's kind of like a box of Swedish fish, you know. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.